chosen one, stop scrolling immediately. This is not an accident. Heaven intercepted your feed right now. You did not click this video by chance, because a divine appointment was scheduled for your spirit before the foundations of the earth. You are standing at a dangerous intersection. The unseen warfare has intensified around you. You have been carrying a heavy weight lately. Your bones feel tired. Sleep does not fix this exhaustion, and every morning when you open your eyes, the quiet heaviness is already sitting on your chest before you can even think about your day. You feel deeply isolated from everyone. Even your family feels distant. You try to connect. The world told you this was clinical depression. People said you are just too sensitive. They blamed your quiet nature. But they are reading the celestial signs completely backwards, because they do not understand the inner architecture of a soul chosen by the Father. You are not losing your mind. You are being recalibrated. You often wake up suddenly between 3 and 4 in the morning. The room is dead silent. Your spirit is fully awake. You feel a strange expectation in the dark while the rest of the world is sleeping peacefully in their beds. This is not anxiety. Your spirit is simply on watch. You are a watchman. I want to be completely transparent with you right now. I am not building artificial mystery today. I refuse to manipulate your attention, just to pitch something at the very end. I want to name the solution now, so you can freely decide whether to stay for the full narrative arc of this revelation. A tool exists for your restoration. The modern world has systematically suppressed your high frequency, but a specialized neurological protocol can reverse this damage. It is called the Genius Song. This is a simple 7-minute digital audio track that uses advanced brain entrainment to reactivate your dormant gamma brain waves. Scientists at Princeton have verified this exact frequency can unlock your original genius. If your spirit feels a pull, you do not have to wait. The official link is placed in the description and pinned comment below. There is no pressure to click it right now, because you can easily choose to hear the full message first. We must now uncover the deeper reason for your isolation. The enemy is terrified of what you are becoming. Now we return to the root cause of your pain. You must realize that your profound isolation is actually a divine insulation. God intentionally cleared your room. He removed the people who were pulling your frequency down into the dirt, because he had to protect your inner architecture from the constant noise of a dying world. Your next assignment requires absolute alignment. You used to be a chronic people pleaser. You healed everyone else. You absorbed their toxic energy like an emotional sponge. But every time you poured out your pure light, they turned around and stabbed you in the back without a single shred of remorse. You felt used. You felt completely abandoned by those you loved. Stop blaming yourself for their betrayal. You did nothing wrong. Your heart was simply too pure for their shallow intentions. Heaven permitted that painful separation because the Father was establishing a sacred boundary around your destiny. Before the enemy could completely drain your spiritual oil, the door had to close. The wilderness was necessary. You are currently sitting in the dark silence. The quietness feels heavy. You wonder if God has forgotten your silent prayers. But in the realms of the unseen, the entire host of heaven is standing at attention while the hand of the Creator meticulously reshapes the deepest layers of your soul. This season is not a punishment. It is a promotion. Let us look closely at your physical exhaustion. Your nervous system is completely fried. You sleep for hours, but wake up completely drained. The world calls this chronic fatigue, and they tell you to take heavy medication, but your physical body is merely reacting to the massive weight of glory that is slowly descending upon your life. Your DNA is shifting. The enemy knows exactly who you are. He remembers your original light. He watched you dance in the grace of the Father during your early childhood, and he has been working overtime this week to keep you completely distracted because he wants to make you swipe away before you can hear the truth of your true identity. He is terrified of you. You have spent years feeling like a misfit. You never belonged in their circles. Their conversations felt shallow and empty to your soul. You always wanted something deeper, while everyone around you was perfectly content with the cheap illusions of this passing world. You thought you were broken. You were never meant to be ordinary. Your unique frequency is designed to shift the atmosphere. But before you can step into this soon-to-be-revealed power, you must understand the historical timeline of your calling. Heaven is about to turn your darkest trials into a breathtaking testimony. Stay focused. The true reveal begins now. Let us reframe your current reality right now. You think you are trapped in a wasteland. You feel completely forgotten by heaven. But the ancient prophets walked this exact path before they were ever given a kingdom. Think about Moses in the deep wilderness. He spent 40 long years tending sheep in total isolation. He was once a powerful prince of Egypt. Then he became a nameless shepherd in a quiet desert. The lonely wilderness was not his punishment. It was a sacred crucible. God had to strip away the false programming of Egypt before Moses could handle the weight of his divine assignment. The heat of the desert built his inner architecture. He learned to hear the quiet whisper of God in the complete silence. And when his preparation was finally complete, a simple bush caught fire without being consumed by the flames. Now think about young David. The great prophet Samuel poured sacred oil over his head. He was anointed to be the future king of Israel. But right after that glorious moment, David did not march into a golden palace. He went straight back to the lonely hills to protect his father's sheep. He hid inside dark, cold caves for years. He fought lions in the secret dark. Nobody watched his brave victories. He wept alone in the wilderness while his enemies celebrated their power. But those hidden caves forged his true spiritual authority. God was intentionally hiding him from the premature spotlight. He became an unshakable warrior because he learned to trust the unseen hand in the darkest night. Your current isolation is mirroring that prophetic pattern. You are being hidden before your public elevation. The wilderness is never an eternal destination. It is a temporary training ground for rulers. You have been feeling like you are trapped in an endless loop of delay. You watch ordinary people succeed while your life remains completely stagnant. This spiritual law aligns with the physical reality of your human brain. Do you remember your early childhood? Everything felt deeply magical and enchanted. You learned new things instantly, without effort. Your intuition was incredibly sharp. You could read the atmosphere of a room before anyone spoke a single word. Adults told you to grow up and face the real world. But science has now discovered that your childhood mind was operating at a completely different spiritual frequency. Children swim in a continuous stream of high gamma brainwaves. Neuroscientists call this super brainwave the frequency of epiphany. It is a biological gift from the Creator. But the modern education system is specifically designed to suppress this raw power. Society rewards cold logic. It punishes deep spiritual intuition. And by the time you reach the age of 7, this frequency was systematically shut down by the noisy world. Researchers call this tragedy the decline effect. Your spiritual switch was flipped off. The modern world keeps your mind trapped in a low survival state. Every advertisement is a tiny weapon against your peace. You have spent decades living under a heavy cloud of mental fog. You thought your original brilliance was gone forever. But Dr. Robert Lake has spent 34 years mapping the human brain at elite institutions like Harvard and MIT. His famous research on the youthful brain proves that your dormant pathways are still completely intact. The divine frequency is not dead. It is merely sleeping inside your subconscious mind. Your nervous system must be stabilized before you can access the deeper dimensions of your legacy. Dr. Lake structured this system into explicit consecutive phases. Today, you are only allowed to open the first door because your brain needs a solid foundation before it can handle the higher currents of light. The activation track we discussed earlier is that critical opening step. You must reclaim your original childhood baseline first. The enemy wants you to remain half-activated. He loves it when your mind is trapped in constant worry. He uses the digital noise of your phone to flood your nervous system with low-frequency static. You feel constantly anxious without any reason. This is a targeted campaign to block your breakthrough. The kingdom of darkness remembers the raw power you carried as a child. They know that if you wake up, their strongholds will crumble instantly. The decree has already been read in the courts of heaven. The season of your suppression is coming to an end. Your current wilderness has fulfilled its sacred purpose. God has finished testing your obedience in the secret place. You stood firm when the betrayers walked away. You chose quiet grace when you had every right to choose war. The Father saw every single tear you wiped away in the dark. He is about to pour out His unusual favor upon your life. Get ready for a massive shift. The universe is realigning your steps right now. You are about to discover the exact identity that hell has been trying to hide from your conscious mind. The waiting room is dissolving. The walls of your prison are starting to shake. But before you can step through the threshold of your true destiny, we must address the ultimate blocker that is still holding your spirit captive. Listen with your entire soul to what comes next. Listen carefully to what I am about to say next. This part is going to reach places inside you that you have never been able to put into words. You have been looking at the wrong battlefield for years. You blame your boss. You blame your toxic partners for your stagnant life. But you are completely missing the hidden blocker that is secretly holding your destiny hostage inside your own mind. Let us expose the ultimate truth right here. The devil does not need to attack you with spectacular disasters when he can simply trick you into sabotaging yourself. You have signed a secret agreement of limitation in the dark. You wear a mask of humility, but it is actually a shield of absolute fear because you are terrified of the magnitude of your own calling. You feel safe in the waiting room. The wilderness has become your comfort zone. You complain about your isolation to others. But every single time a genuine door of promotion opens up before your eyes, you unconsciously take a step backward into the shadows because you feel completely unworthy of the light. You have grown comfortable with your suffering. You are suffering from a deep imposter syndrome. You constantly ask God why He chose you out of everyone else. You think you are too broken. You think your past mistakes have permanently disqualified you from your assignment. But your deep brokenness was intentionally permitted by the Father because He had to break your pride before He could pour His authority into your vessel. Let me strike a psychological blow to your ego right now. You are not a victim of bad luck. You are a victim of your own secret choice to stay small. You have been playing the victim role for so long that you do not even know how to stand up straight like a ruler. You apologize for your immense light because you do not want to make ordinary people feel uncomfortable. Stop shrinking yourself to fit into their tiny rooms. You were never designed to be tamed by their trivial rules. The enemy did not stop your breakthrough. You stopped it yourself by agreeing with his cheap lies every night. You carry the mantle of a breakthrough prophet, but you are still acting like a frightened slave who is running away from his true purpose. This brings us to the most profound revelation of your entire journey. You think you are waiting for God to show you His magnificent blueprint, but heaven is saying that you are completely reading the timeline backward. You are not following a plan. You are the plan, because the Father created your soul first, and then He formed the entire destiny around your unique frequency. The universe is literally waiting for your awakening. When you step into a crowded room, the entire atmosphere shifts instantly because your soul carries a heavy celestial weight. The darkness fears you. The demons scream when you remain silent. And right now, the courts of heaven are demanding that you tear up that hidden contract of self-sabotage forever. You have paid your dues in full. The season of your suppression has officially ended today. You must make a radical decision before another second passes. Will you continue to hide inside your cold cave like a wounded warrior? Or will you finally pick up your spiritual weapons and claim the absolute favor that was written for you before time even began? Let us pause and look at your reality with complete clarity. We have covered a massive amount of spiritual ground today. It is time to consolidate everything into a single truth that you can carry into your daily life. You need to strip away all the complicated metaphors right now. We must look at the plain facts of your current existence. The plain facts are simple. You are completely exhausted because your mind is working against your spiritual DNA. The modern world has scrambled your original childhood frequency. Your brain is trapped in a permanent state of high stress. And because your nervous system is constantly overwhelmed, the divine blessings are circling your life without ever landing on your shoulders. This is the core reason why your life feels so stagnant. Your prayers are hitting a brass ceiling because your mind is out of alignment. You do not need to work harder with your muscles. You do not need to beg God for more miracles. You simply need to restore your original neurological baseline so your soul can finally manifest what heaven has already decreed. You are the cycle breaker for your family. Your breakthrough is not a distant possibility. It is an immediate requirement because your entire generation is waiting for you to unlock the door. The waiting room is officially closed right now. You have been given the exact diagnosis of your problem. Now you must receive the physical anchor for your spiritual transformation. Let us look directly at the choice before you. You can walk away from this message and return to your familiar noise. You can continue to wonder why your life feels so heavy and empty. Or you can take a physical step of absolute obedience right here. Your future self is looking back at this exact moment with an intense expectation. Remember 30 minutes ago when I first mentioned a specialized neurological protocol? It is time to see how this tool works. You were born with a much higher gamma frequency than the average human, because you are a chosen one. When the noisy world shut it down, you felt a massive spiritual loss. Let me share the story of a 47-year-old manager from Florida. She used this method for 18 days without feeling changes, because her pathways were deeply dormant. She almost requested a refund on day 20, but she trusted the process until day 34 when her breakthrough arrived. Her severe brain fog cleared completely in a single morning. She made major career decisions without hesitation. This slow conversion is normal because your pathways need time to adjust to the high voltage of light. Most chosen ones report their first shift between 11 and 21 days. Dr. Robert Lake spent 34 years documenting this process. He focused on elite labs like MIT and Princeton University. He confirmed that brain entrainment can safely awaken your dormant pathways from the outside while you sit quietly in a dark room. Traditional methods fail completely. This technology interacts directly with your neural frequency through sound waves. I would never disrespect your financial situation by demanding an impossible sacrifice. Today I want to reintroduce you to the definitive solution called the Genius Song because it can restore your childhood baseline instantly. It is a simple 7-minute digital track. Some people spend $15 every month on apps that fail. Others pay $150 for a session. A weekend spiritual retreat can cost between $400 and $800, but none target your gamma waves specifically. The retail price is $49. But he chose accessibility. He knows the remnant needs this physical weapon right now. He reduced the investment to $39, and you will receive 4 bonuses worth $80 free. You receive the Genius Child track worth $19 and the classic book worth $20. You also get the visualization track worth $29 and the infographic worth $12. Dr. Lake stands behind this work with a 90-day guarantee, and if you do not feel a profound shift, you can request a full refund. You will receive your provision back immediately without any conditions. You can keep all 4 bonuses as a sincere apology for your time. This eliminates your financial risk completely because every single day your gamma wave remains dormant is a day you choose to live far below your true potential. You will continue to struggle through blurry relationships and stagnant prayers. Your future self is looking back at this exact moment with an intense expectation. Your decision does not need to be perfect, it only needs to be right. Take the first step, right now. I must give you a serious warning to protect your spiritual alignment because a massive army of imitation products has appeared online. Those fake files use the exact same title on marketplaces like Amazon and Spotify. But those dangerous copycats contain empty audio tracks with no real technology, and they will only scramble your energy patterns. The only verified original source is the link provided below. Let us pause for a special moment. Take a deep breath and place your right hand over your heart. This choice is not a transactional decision about money, because this is an identity decision about who you truly are. If your soul confirms this truth, you know what to do. The official link is placed in the description and the pinned comment. You can find it easily in the pinned comment below. Do not step into tomorrow carrying the heavy frequency of yesterday. The Genius Song is phase 1 of a 4-phase sequence designed by Dr. Lake. You cannot skip ahead because your brain must stabilize completely before you enter the next dimensional shift. We will discuss the deepest phase called Destiny's Embrace later in your journey. Now let us seal this message into your reality with a solemn declaration, while you take a deep breath and anchor your spirit to my voice. Speak these words out loud with your soul. I am a chosen one. I release the heavy burden of people-pleasing forever. I break every generational curse of poverty and delay over my bloodline. I choose to detach myself from low-frequency connections right now. I command every energy vampire to depart from my space immediately. I am stepping into the absolute favor that heaven prepared for my destiny because I am ready for the supernatural acceleration. Amen. Type Amen in the comments below to seal this contract with the universe. Hit the like button right now to send this frequency to another chosen one who is crying out in silence. Subscribe to this channel immediately because you cannot miss the prophetic instructions coming in the next 72 hours. If this message has been a healing balm to your spirit, I invite you to sow a small seed of love today. You can use the Super Thanks button below to support this ministry. Your generous seed keeps our light shining brightly in the darkness. Go in total peace. Your victory is final.